your brighter side, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you bet you're nice, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side, and it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it, thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Our last block comes from All Hail Rico. Starts off with the late game dunk to take the lead, but on the other end, rejects the opponent and throws it down again. A big-time block sandwiched by big-time baskets. This is my kind of top play. Now, vote for your favorite block. And if you want your highlights to be adored by the 2K community,
The Thunder look like they're not messing around tonight. They had a little bit of an edge to them as they get off the bus earlier on. A beautiful day as it usually is here in Phoenix. Such a dramatic setting here in the Arizona desert. It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the league's deadlier weapons now is the step-back jumper. Steph Curry said, "You're always in control of the situation with that move. It is pretty effective." Portland's Damian Lillard said, "It's a tough off-balance shot, so it takes a lot of work." But people around the league are putting in that work to become even more effective. Guys?
Thanks, David. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now, here's Oubre. After the miss from Shai, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from Booker. Here's Dort. He's guarded by Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And a former high-level recruit, Dort went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
Yeah, he played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty of other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job, so he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. To the paint. Johnson, the pass to Booker. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
Devin Booker showing a nice touch around the rim.
And Paul launches it from deep. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Trying to get open is Johnson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
Here's Adams. And he can't bank that one in. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Oubre passes to Ayton. Really left alone that time. Ayton's got his second basket of the night.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes in.
SGA on the inside, a nice finish and a strong one.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Booker the bounce pass. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Suns on offense. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. That 3 off the mark. Thunder have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Rubio, the pass to Booker. And here is Johnson, defended by Paul. Rubio outside. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Thunderball. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Dort. Buries it down low.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. Booker with no one around. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 3 assists in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Oubre on the wing. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Suns trail by 3. Johnson outside. Oubre, no one around him. Another 3 for Phoenix.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, that frame and strength, I think, sometimes will scare guys off. He gets right to the rim.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Passes it to Ayton. Rubio with a wide open look. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Here's Dort. He's got 6. That shot missing. Great D that time from Oubre. The Suns trailing. Now Rubio. The dish to Oubre. Ayton wide open. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander. And he jams it with authority.
Gilgeous-Alexander up there, so dynamic as a finisher.
For Phoenix, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. For 3, Oubre. Good on the 3-point shot. Oubre's got 6 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Ooh, no layups right there for SGA, up to the rim.
Now, here's Rubio. Booker outside. For 3, Oubre drains the 3-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Yes, that goes in.
Gilgeous-Alexander skilled and athletic, and that time hits the offensive glass.
The Suns shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Here's Oubre. He's got 9. Here's Rubio. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Dort. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Gilgeous-Alexander just getting better and better at creating for his teammates.
And it's the Suns with the ball. 4-point game. Oubre outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And Ricky Rubio last season signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
Well, you think it's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization.
Some changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. Sharch comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Thunder. Count it, good.
Really outstanding job by Schroeder there to go with the pull-up jump shot. If he's hitting those consistently, the defense might be in trouble.
Oubre on the wing. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Oubre's got 14.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Šarić.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. And the Suns making a change here. Jerome is checked in. Good on the second free throw. Well, Phoenix shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Got a hand on it, but they'll get another chance. Outside, Carter on the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It's deflected.
You can see the coaching staff up there and clapping right now as Oubre on the defensive end getting it done.
And again, it's the Suns missing. The Thunder with the lead. A baseline J. Good. He hits the jump shot.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
On offense, here are the Suns. Jerome passes to Šarić. Misses the 3.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Yep, it counts. And the Thunder lead by 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now the pass to Baines. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here now the Thunder. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Here's Diallo. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Jerome. The Thunder making the shot. The shot missing. Now here's Diallo, covered by Oubre. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Diallo. Here's Saric. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes, and he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Shot good by Diallo.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Suns trail by 10. Here's Jerome. He's still scoreless so far in this one. No good with the triple.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Doubled by Oubre. Pass to Noel for 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That's his first foul. So for the Suns, Mike Kaminsky, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Kelly Oubre. The Suns shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
We've got 1:13 left here in the first quarter. Jerome passes to Saric. Carter with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. 5 on the clock. Kaminsky. And no good that time. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Here's Diallo. No good on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Saric. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
Well, I like the effort there from Saric on the jumper. Sees the defender, but still sticks with it.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And scouts continue to scour the globe for talent that could produce in the NBA. Saric, another one of those. Lots of trips to Croatia to bring him over to provide this kind of impact.
Saric nails them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
The Thunder shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
That free throw good from Diallo. Suns trail by 13. Here's Jerome. Kept alive. Saric, that's good. Saric has got 6 points.
Well, Dario does a nice job recovering and uses his size to beat out the smaller defender.
Shot good by Diallo.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3 had this to say.
The guys on the team already tell me I talk too much a lot. I'm constantly talking on the court. I'm a communicator, and I feel like it's hard to go wrong when you're communicating.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Dennis Schroeder. Muscala is out there with Ferguson. Then there's Nerlens Noel, and it's Diallo in at the 2. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
The Suns making a change here. Rubio's checked in. Then for the Thunder, Gallinari, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. And Paul's subbed in for Diallo. Here's Paul. And that one, good. Paul's got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder.
You just can't shake Paul. Just takes the hit, absorbs it on his way to the basket.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The shot's good. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And here's Rubio. Passes it to Bridges. Back to Rubio. Just 5 on the clock. Over Paul. Rubio misses.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
That one good for 2. Schroeder's got 4 points this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. They trail by 18.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now. Rubio struggles to score, so one thing you don't want to do is send him to the free throw line. He's as good as they get.
That's his first personal foul.
The Suns shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Rubio. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Amazing to think about Ricky Rubio finally entering his 30s. Seems like we've been talking about him since he was about 12 years old.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Saric, and it's Booker in for Carter. And so Ricky Rubio nails both of them. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. It's Schroeder with the drive. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 7th assist here tonight. There's the pass to Ayton. Kicks to Booker. Rubio outside. And the 3 ball is good. Rubio's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Ricky set up really well on that particular play.
The baseline jam. And there's another one for the Thunder.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Suns trail by 19. The feed to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Booker has established that he can score and now showing that he can play make.
Here's Paul. Shoots over Rubio. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Paul. Paul's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now, here's Rubio. He has 7. Pass to Kaminsky. For 3, Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Schroeder with the ball. He's got 8, and it's in there.
And while part of Schroeder's game is still developing, you can see the potential he possesses when he nails shots like that.
Pass to Ayton. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 5 assists in the game.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Phoenix making some changes. Aaron Baines comes in for Frank Kaminsky, and it's Johnson in for Mikal Bridges. And the Thunder making a change here. Here's Schroeder. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Thunder on D. And Baines kicks to Johnson. Booker outside. Baines trying to get open. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 7.
Love the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it again. And the rejection by Ayton. Gallinari trying to get open. Johnson surveying the floor. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his third assist on the night. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the killer two-handed slam.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. 19-point game. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton gets double-teamed. Back to Rubio. Down low. The putback, and Ayton stays with it. He's got 12.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Can I say it? Terrific athleticism from Gallinari? I just did.
Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Ayton, the pass to Rubio. Good on the shot. Rubio's got his third basket of the night right there.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
You're worried about the drive from Gilgeous-Alexander, and he could still get in the mid-range and do damage.
Suns trail by 19. Johnson outside. The pass to Booker. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Gilgeous-Alexander learning this offensive system and learning it well.
Now Booker. He has 7. From downtown, that's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And that's now 10 points for Devin Booker. It's Schroeder with the drive. No good on the shot. Good D by Rubio. Phoenix has gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Pass to Baines. Back to Rubio. Just 5 to shoot. And the 3 off target. The Thunder leading by 18. Here's Dort. The rebound by Johnson.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't. Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. Some solid defense from Gallinari. The Thunder shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. And that one's good. Schroeder.
Whenever Schroeder sees a hole in the defense, he is ferocious in how he exploits it.
Now here's Booker. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's Rubio. 9 points in the game so far. A nice shot by Booker.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Here's Baines. Gallinari making his last shot. Booker finds Rubio. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Clock at 6. Gallinari against Johnson. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. Here's Ayton. From down in the low post, it goes. Ayton's got 10 points in the quarter.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
The Thunder leading by 17. And we know the story, Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Baines. It's stolen by Adams. Passes to Burton. Makes it off the glass. Burton's got his first points of the night.
Assisted by Shai, Gilgeous-Alexander.
59 seconds left here in the second. Suns trail by 21. And stolen by Diallo. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The Thunder shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Suns. Carter comes in for Booker. .52 seconds left in the first half. Well, Phoenix shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. Oubre can't get it to go. The Thunder shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Phoenix has possession, and Carter has it in the corner. Connects from three-point range. Carter's got 8 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Shot good by Diallo.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Here's Jerome. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of the game. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls up, high post, and it's Phoenix scoring again. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll return shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way in the first half. He had 29 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And Gallinari, a guy who maybe should have gotten more All-Star votes over the years. Shaq, all he does is produce.
Listen, he can score off the dribble, off the catch, he can pass. I love his game. He plays reckless, he plays fearless. He's Gallinari.
I like that. You know who started that?
Chris Webber.
Oh, right. Well, his durability is one of the other things that he has. But, he really is like a power forward who plays like a small forward, meaning he plays on the perimeter, handles the ball, and he can carry the offense.
That's it for us right here as we send you to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday.
The Suns shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Rubio and Booker. Oh, that was something else!
Ayton up there just to drop it in and take some of that rim with them.
The Thunder leading by 21. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Here's Rubio. Over to the left wing. And here is Ayton. And there's the pass to Johnson. And Booker kicks to Rubio. Shot clock at 5. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Rubio's got 11 points. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. No good on the 3. Rubio outside. And here's Booker from the arc. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Paul for 3. He's off on that one. Now the Suns take it the other way.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Rubio finds Booker. Booker draws the double. Back to Rubio. The open shot, Oubre. Another one falls for Phoenix.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Suns trail by 19. Booker, right side. Ayton controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Sweet timing on that play as Ayton up there and ripping it down.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Shooting one. And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, he sort of glides around the court, then suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability. And then he's having some time with Chris Paul. So that's only going to be enhanced as Shai continues to work that change of pace game.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And Phoenix has possession. The Thunder making the shot. For three, Oubre. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Dort. It's hauled in by the Suns. Oubre, left side. And finished off by Oubre.
Such a huge advantage for Ricky Rubio to read plays before they happen.
Here's Adams. Buries the long-range jumper. Adams has got 7 points.
It does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
To the inside, and Ayton throws it down.
The skill's growing maybe right in front of our eyes here for DeAndre Ayton.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup. As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And Bones, Devin Booker capable of big nights. One of just a few players with multiple games of at least 59 points.
Well, he's always looking to put pressure on the defense, and he's got such a wide array of skills. Not only shooting the basketball, but has shown off more of his patience and playmaking ability as he moves through his career.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Phoenix. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Paul. And the rejection by Ayton.
Well, Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Rubio got a piece of it. Paul against Oubre. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got his first bucket of the night.
Bridges on the inside just hitting the offensive glass. That's great hustle.
Paul goes in, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 19.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
And the basket by Rubio.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Ferguson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Bones, although Ferguson may not have stuffed the stat sheet last season, he had some incredibly spectacular plays.
Oh, yeah, he can get up and sky and plays above the rim, and you love those kind of plays. But for this team, they're just hoping for more consistency from Terrence Ferguson, who continues to show some signs that the talent is there.
2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Ferguson has always showed off that raw athleticism that he's had. Now it's about playing with more defensive intensity and intelligence. He's a guy that could be just scratching the surface.
And the second free throw, good. Phoenix with the ball. They trail by 18. Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
Muscala with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Ferguson for three. It's hauled in by the Suns. Rubio's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Oubre. The three. Paul grabs the board.
Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
Now, here's Rubio, following the shot by Chris Paul. Rubio outside. He kicks it to Ayton. Here's Oubre. Count the basket. Oubre's got 6 here in this quarter.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Some changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. And Dario Saric subbed in for Oubre. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Saric against Gallinari. Back to Rubio. From deep. Drops in the tray. Rubio's got 16 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, Chris Paul is not afraid of getting hit, whether it's him initiating it or anticipating it. Plays through that contact well.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
Got a piece of it. Gallinari with the steal. Goes up, and Gallinari throws it down.
Well, fast hands from Gallinari. Can't say he's fast on the break, but he ignited it.
Now, Booker, 20 points for him. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
And, you know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Diallo, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Suns have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And the technical free throw is good.
Well, Booker still has some upside, one of the best young scorers that we've seen in the NBA in the last decade. He's already an established star, and the sky is the limit for this guy. Now he just wants more wins.
On defense, the Thunder. The lead is 15. Pass to Carter. Bridges, no one around him. Off target from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Ferguson misses. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Inside. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
Here's Diallo. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
The Thunder have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And Phoenix making a change here. Jerome is checked in.
One shot.
That free throw good from Diallo. Now here is Carter. He's got 8. Sharge outside. The 3. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Sharge. Carter's got 11 points.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Baines with the block. They get it back. Another shot. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Jerome. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Suns haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Passes it to Šarić. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And it's Baines in the corner. Off target from three-point range.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Noel throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Suns trail by 16. The pass to Bridges. Carter on the wing. All sorts of time. And the Suns get it back. Here's Šarić, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Nerlens Noel did not like that at all.
The defense not putting up much of a fight as Šarić gets to the rim.
Shot good by Diallo.
So far, he's a can't-miss player, a superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. In the corner, it's Bridges. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. That's 7 points for Mikal Bridges.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. And here's Carter. 12 points for him. Poke loose. Carter on the wing. Pass to Jerome. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Oklahoma City leading by 14. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
A nice shot by Carter.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
A slam dunk by Diallo.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Jerome passes to Bridges. Now Šarić. Pass to Jerome. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Diallo, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Timeout.
Diallo's got 37.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And now, your Suns Dancers. Suns Dancers fans, one more time, give them a hand.
1:27 left in the third quarter of the game. Suns trail by 17. Johnson in the corner. Here's the three. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got his 5th assist in this one. Oklahoma City is going to less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Good. Well, Phoenix shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Johnson in the corner. From the arc, another three for Phoenix.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he goes in for the dunk.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely, and it tacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here is Carter, the Thunder making the shot. On the wing, Booker takes a three, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander again. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 43 points. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Suns. 17-point game. Here's Nader. Good work defensively by Carter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward. Suns trail by 19. Rubio dishes to Johnson. Booker outside. Rubio outside. 6 to shoot to the left side wing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Rubio, the pass to Booker. Over Gallinari. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Thunder leading by 21. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points now here in the second half.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Shoots. That's good from Booker on the assist by Oubre. Oubre's got his third assist on the night. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander and the powerful one-handed slam.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And here we go with Adams running it up the court.
Yeah, I don't know when Chris Paul sleeps. It's never during the game. Always active and keeping his arms moving, which is how he's able to swipe that one away.
Here's Rubio. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul. The Suns making a switch here. Okobo's checked in. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Burton's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Let's go!
For 3, Booker. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feed. Booker's got 26 points.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Gallinari, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Phoenix.
When you're defending Gallo, you have to be careful because he is exceptional at drawing the defense into him when he's shooting.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Gallinari.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
And you think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal. And his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
Now, here's Rubio. Oubre with it to the wing right side. No good from outside. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
Now, Rubio. Here's Ayton. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Ayton's got 24.
Well, you bump me, and I'm going to bump you back as Ayton, not afraid to get physical with the defender.
Here's Adams. From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Rubio finds Booker. For 3, Oubre. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They double him with Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander sinks the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 56 points in the game.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. No good from Booker. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 19-7 run. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
Now that's the way it's done. Take it up high and throw it down with everything you got.
That's right. He was not going to take the soft approach on that drive.
Well, not that wide open. You're given a juicy gift by the defense. You got to sink your teeth into it.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Ayton.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming at you in a lot of ways right now, so a thorn in the defense's side.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
There's a big European movement to get players into the NBA. Seems like recently it's come from the Great White North, as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has come down to make an impact in the NBA.
And the Thunder making a change here. Muscala's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Here's Booker. Here's Jerome. In the corner, it's Oubre. Off target with his 3. Call against Oubre. Lets it go from deep. Here's Muscala. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Phoenix.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Mike Muscala. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Muscala. Both shots good from the stripe. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Passes it to Jerome. Here's Oubre, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Can't lay off Oubre that far. He's good at taking advantage of that separation.
This one for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Suns have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Oubre on the wing. Cans it from downtown. Oubre's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Oklahoma City's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Diallo, he's checked in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Paul. Schroeder passes to Diallo. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 15 rebounds.
Well, the motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Baines with no one around. His three-pointer's off the mark. Oklahoma City shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Diallo, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Rubio outside. The three-pointer, no good. Rubio's gone 2 of 8 from long range here. Here's Diallo, and he's good on the three ball. Diallo's got 40 points.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Oubre outside. For 3, Booker nailed from three-point land. Booker's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Adams' shot is good.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Diallo. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Suns shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Booker outside. They grab their own miss. Here's Dort, covered by Rubio. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix.
One shot.
Good hit, man. Good hit.
The Suns shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. From past the arc. And Adams with the slam.
This not part of the game plan. Steven Adams finding a way to offensively be impactful down low.
And it's Okobo with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. The pass to Diallo. To the middle. Here's Kaminsky. And finished off by Kaminsky.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And it's Schroeder missing. Here's Okobo. He's covered by Muscala.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Okobo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, recent years have seen the Suns hit and miss in the draft. You can count Mikal Bridges among one of those hits. They traded up to get him in 2018. And what he's provided and the potential that he still has, they don't have any regrets with that one.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Bridges. You go back to draft night, and Bridges drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, where his mother was an employee. The elation. And then, Brent, word of a trade.
Yes, the old awkward moment where you have to change hats during the draft. You know, the Suns valued him highly, and the Sixers maybe had some second thoughts, or the deal was already worked out, but still waiting for the payoff on the Sixers' end as Zaire Smith is trying to find his way onto the court.
Here's Diallo. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
To the inside. Here's Kaminsky.
Ooh. Okay. Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Burton. Launches a three. Drills it from outside.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th assist in this one.
Every time he gets going like this, somebody's going to talk about that 70-point game he had in Boston. It's not going to be me.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Now here's Booker. And here's Rubio. He can't get that one to fall. Paul with the defensive effort. Shoots over Oubre. Again, the Thunder score.
Well, the defense has to stay up on Chris Paul. When he sees separation, he's going to find an angle to get you.
Well, Phoenix shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Rubio dishes to Johnson.
And the Phoenix Suns criticized for trading down 5 picks to select Cameron Johnson at 11 back in 2019. Many felt that was a reach.
Well, there were a lot of people who were predicting that Cam was going to be towards the back end of the first round even, and a clear case for a Phoenix Suns team who was dead last in three-point percentage, drafting for a need in Cam Johnson.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
He misses the free throw. And the Thunder making a change here. And he's good on the second.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. Burton, no good. And it's Okobo with the ball for the Suns. Pass to Jerome. Bucket is good.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Here's Dort. And it's good for 2. Dort's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Oklahoma City.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Johnson gets the bucket.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
The shot by Nader, no good. Suns shooting very well right now, 52% in this fourth quarter. Pass to Diallo. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And the pass to Kaminsky. Three-pointer. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're leading by 24. 32 seconds left in the fourth. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. Here's Paul. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A floater. Here's Baisley. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Danilo, transition, big for your team. I assume that was a big focus tonight.
Yes, we want to run, and that's what we have to do every time. So that's what we did, and we played a great game.
Gallo, thanks very much. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.